This video is meant to help people who are new to real estate investing get started. I will go over the basics and outline the steps needed to get started. To make the most of all of these strategies and earn money in the future, I therefore urge everyone watching right now to go and immediately begin putting them into practice. To be clear, when I say investing in real estate, I don't mean wholesaling or flipping. I mean buying a property with the purpose of long-term renting it out and profiting from it. Welcome to Financial Fluence. In this video, we will teach you how to profit from real estate. Let's now get going. Number 1. Building your credit score. If you have a low credit score, lenders will either tell you that you cannot apply for a loan because of it, or that if you do, you will be charged a very high interest rate. Number 2. To go save your money. This means that in order to save the money you earn, you must work in addition to living frugally. To invest, you must first generate revenue, which is entirely up to you, as long as you can legitimately make and save money. Number 3. To disclose your earnings on your tax return. Before they give you a loan, lenders want to see proof that you have a steady, long-term source of income. Most of the time, bank loans are based on the last year's tax returns, and, for salaried workers, the last 6 months' worth of bank statements. However, because lenders often base loans on your net income after all of your expenses, it's crucial to avoid taking excessive tax write-offs. As a result, I consult with a lender before filing my tax return. Before I file my tax return with the state, I'll have the lender analyze it so they can determine whether or not the income I'm reporting is adequate for the loan I'm asking for. This is great because if I disclose too much income, I'm overpaying taxes and can increase my deductions. Number 4. To be pre-qualified with a lender. People who are not pre-qualified typically begin looking and fall in love with the perfect house when they come upon it. To avoid pain, annoyance, and wasted time, consult a lender first. It certainly is as simple as going to several institutions and having your credit report run. You can then use that pricing sheet to find companies that will give you a better deal. Just keep comparing them until you find the best rate possible, by giving them the exact information they need and outbidding that loan over and over again. Contrary to what most people think, checking your credit at a lot of places won't have a big effect on your credit score. Your credit score drops when a lender pulls your credit report. Being approved for a loan by several banks actually has 2 benefits. First, you simply have safety in the event that the first bank fails to deliver and grants you your loan. Second, you normally only get the best rate on the loan you obtain. The outcome of 10 different credit score checks is identical to one single check. Number 5. Thoroughly research the market in the area where you want to acquire property and identify any areas that you believe are undervalued and poised to appreciate in value. For my part, I invest in areas that have seen significant value increases and dune extension. I may invest 5 minutes away, for example, if I see a price increase in one area, but it's half price 5 minutes away, because I believe that most people will eventually be priced out of those areas and will want to move a little further outside of those areas, where it's much cheaper and more affordable. This will eventually drive up costs, which will then expand outward. You must be highly adept at observing what is going on in your industry to detect and see this. Drive through each district, noting new restaurants, hotels, and apartment buildings, as well as areas where things are generally better and costs are rising, and then drive away. You won't completely comprehend what you're seeing since you won't have anything to compare it to. Finding something that only needs little cosmetic work is wonderful. And before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Let's return to the video now. Number 6. To make offers on homes you believe are reasonably priced. Knowing your pricing, the value of the house, and the patience to wait for the best deal are all important considerations. To avoid spending too much on anything that is essentially discounted, you must be patient and resist the emotional roller coaster that comes with competing with many other bidders. But don't be stubborn or stupid. Think about the long run. The extra money you spend on the ideal property will pay for itself in 20 or 30 years. People can lose hundreds of thousands of dollars by waiting for a once-in-a-lifetime chance to buy a house for cheap. Instead, they should focus on finding the right house at a fair price. Number 7. After your offer is accepted, conduct inspections. I recommend performing as many inspections as possible to learn more about the property's condition and what you're getting yourself into. I always tell my clients that these inspections will at least pay for themselves. The good news is that contractors will often do this for free because they want your business. They actually give you first-hand knowledge of what is needed and how much it will cost, and you get your task done, since you have bids in escrow now that combine the inspections with the contractors. Number 8. To finalize the sale of your home. While your inspections are going on, you'll probably be talking to your lender and giving them information from your tax returns, bank statements, credit reports, and everything else I mentioned before. They will assess the property at the same time to show the bank that the property is worth what you are paying for it. Depending on how involved you are with the bank and how much effort you put in prior to having your offer accepted with the bank, the closing process can take as little as 20 days or as long as 45 days, but after it closes, the real fun starts. Number 9. Begin making modest aesthetic adjustments. You get immediate equity when you buy a property that requires work but is undervalued in a location where prices are projected to rise and where you can add value by simply making repairs. There it is, the perfect combination of working and investing in real estate. The fourth is that you can charge more to rent out a residence if its worth is higher. I simply respond, there are 2 ways. The first is word of mouth. If I come across someone who has just had work done on their house, I just ask him, hey, who ended up doing this remodeling? Who is the contractor? Can I get their phone number, please? Since it benefits them, the contractor, and typically the contractor as well, most people are happy to give a skilled contractor extra work. If you are completely inexperienced and have no idea how much anything costs, obtaining a single quote from a single contractor will tell you nothing. Getting multiple estimates allows you to compare pricing and identify any variances. Finally, always take 15 to 20% more than the estimate they offer you. There is some math involved, and you'll probably need your calculator, but the more you do it, the more proficient you become. With this, you can typically determine how much the contractor makes and how much they pay their staff. Soon enough, you'll be able to do it secondhand by simply looking at anything. Number 10. Find a tenant, supposing you've completed all the modifications and hopefully on budget. My preferred method for finding a tenant after that, I adore Craigslist and have discovered it to be one of the finest places to find tenants. I receive a ton of inquiries about my homes because of Craigslist's free and simple posting process, and the bulk of my tenants were actually found there. Hopefully by now you've rented the home using my methods, have a positive cash flow, and are now a real estate investor who profits each month. In 15 to 30 months, you'll have paid off your property and will be enjoying the good life. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy similar stuff, check out my other videos. And if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.